Good morning, everybody. This is Thursday, the 3rd of January, 2019. How about that? That's not even easy to say sometimes. So I wanted to do a little reading on Paul Whelan. He's the guy that supposedly is a Russian spy. According to some of the background on him, he was booted out of the army for bad contacts. No, how about bad conduct? And he was working for a small company, and I guess they had business in Russia or some excuse to go there, because it said he'd made, several trips back and forth to Russia, at least more than 2 or 3, it sounded like. It doesn't sound like he's spy material, but who knows what's going on anymore. So what I wanted to do was read and see kind of what comes up on him. And here goes. Well, first I better turn this down. Just a second. Okay, first card up. I have to move this back a little. First card up is Page of Cups, which it looks like it really wasn't any accident he was in Russia. He was made some kind of offer on some kind of mission. Looks like he was taking something to Russia, and it could have just been paperwork, but he had a reason he felt to go. He had to deliver something. Whoa. But the minute he got there, he knew immediately that he shouldn't have went. He was already knew that it just wasn't right. Things weren't right around him. What he was expecting, or what he was offered, or what he was told to do, it the minute he got there, it wasn't working that way. The challenge here is way beyond his control. It was something that had already been worked out already. I know this sounds kind of weird, but it's like there was already a plan in place. Like this was set up far ahead of time. And Temperance is in there. So are we going to feel good about this in the end? That's in the future side. Could be. The Hanged Man. I don't know if he needed the money, or if they had more bad stuff on Mr. Whelan, or what was going on, but he really didn't want to go to Russia. Not this time. It was, even though he supposedly went over to go to a wedding, he didn't want to go, but he felt like he had no choice. The way some things were set up, he had no choice. So even though he didn't want to go, he knew he had to go. And maybe in the back of his mind, he was feeling that it was unsafe there for some reason for him at this time. But he went over there because he was promised some money. He was promised it was some money, and that it would be a help to somebody. if it's our government or their government, but that's why he felt he had no choice to go. There was some money involved, and it looks like the truth's going to come out here. Or maybe the challenge is seeing if we can get the truth out of here, but we got two wands. I mean, two. Got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Got two aces here, so maybe truth is going to come out. Maybe if we just take our time, it doesn't. I don't know what, still trying to figure out what that Temperance card's supposed to be doing in there. Well, they've actually got him in jail. And there was a plan to start with, and he was in on it. Or maybe reasons like to jump in there to give them a bargaining chip to get Maria Bettina out of jail here. I don't think he was expecting to go straight to jail, but he's literally in jail. And they're making him offers and wanting him to confess to being a spy, trying to make it sound like it'd be okay. If he confesses, he'll just get right out of there, trying to make him deals, and he's not interested in him. And looky here she comes, Maria Bettina, the Queen of Swords. So that is what's in the middle of this. I don't know, I'm surprised to see her show up, but that's in the middle of this. So it is about her. So it probably looks like the plan was hatched out way ahead of time. Between who, I don't know exactly, but I'm pretty sure that Putin had something to do with it, and maybe some people in our government over here. But it was hatched out ahead of time. It wasn't just out of the blue that they decided to pull him off the street. And right now, we just don't have enough facts on it to know what's going on. There hasn't been enough light shined on it. It's all been kept in the dark. Hopefully it will come out. And we have the Victory card here, so I've got a feeling that he'll probably get out of there. That he's going to come out of there just fine. In the end, I feel like maybe it's going to try to be pushed through. Like maybe, I don't know, let me grab some of this here, these cards, and see. Let's maybe get some clarifiers here. Definitely the law involved, the militia involved here. So it was a military plan. It was a plan from the get-go. We'll just stop right there. It was planned ahead of time. It was to do with the Russian military and somebody in our government even. He was paid some money to do this and told that it wouldn't be, that it would just be mellow. That he'd just sit over there in maybe a nice place, maybe even a hotel room or something, till this was all taken care of, but he's literally in jail. They're making him offers because they want him to confess. What they're going to try to do is see if they can trade for Maria Bettina. And some light really needs to be shined on this pretty quick, because we don't want Trump trading off Maria Bettina before she ends up going to trial, or you know, supposedly she's working with Mueller before that all gets taken care of. But it looks like our government via Trump is going to go in and try to push this through and trade her off before any of this comes down to anything. So that's what's going on with her. Thank you all very much. I'm going to do one more short reading, but I don't think I'm even going to put it up with this one. I'm going to put them up separate. And, oh, I want to thank everybody that viewed my first two videos. They were pretty... Anyway, I just want to thank them. Thank everybody so much.